You in the market to purchase your next vehicle? Well, I got 10 tips to help you out coming right up. What's up, it's your main man, Really Reels. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you do me a favor, hit that fantastic subscribe button for me. Also hit that like icon, hit that notification bell, and also smash that share so we can get it all over the place. Dig what I'm saying? But today we are talking about 10 tips in helping you purchase your next vehicle. All right, now, we all know purchasing a new vehicle is always a major milestone, but we always want to do it the right way. You know what I mean? We want to go in there with our head on, knowing what we want, knowing how we want it, and we want to get it and get up out of there. Now, some of us have already purchased vehicles in the past, and we know how to, how it goes, the transaction goes and stuff like that. But this is maybe geared towards newer people, or if you just want to find out some tips and tricks to help you out in your next vehicle purchase, this is where you need to be right now. And you might need to call somebody else, tell them to get on and listen to it, because I got those tips for you. Now, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. We're about to hop right into it. All right, so our first tip is do your research online first and foremost. Before you even think about stopping by a dealership or riding by a dealership, do your research online first. There are plenty of websites out there that can help you. My favorite has always been Car Gurus, AutoTrend, Car and Driver. I use like Car and Driver to help me look at the specs and stuff like that. And when I start to look to where I can find the vehicle that I want, that's when I hop on Car Gurus, and I basically search the area so I can find what I want exactly how I want it. So make sure you at least spend a couple days, searching online, doing your research about the specific vehicle that you want. The worst thing you can do when it's time to buy a car is go to the car lot not knowing what you want and just end up letting the dealer decide on what they want to sell you. During your research, make sure you lock in on the vehicle that you want, the color, the make, the model, the accessories, and everything, and make sure you got everything is good to print out, everything that you need, that you want to have in this car, so you can take it with you and give it to the dealer so they know exactly what you're coming for. Number 2, obtain financing through your bank. Yes, your bank. Not their financing, but your bank. I don't know if I can say this any more clear. Through your bank. 9 times out of 10, your bank is gonna give you the best rate. And also, you have the buying power when you're able to come there and you have your own financing already. You don't need them to, try to get you any financing and run a game on you and stuff like that. So obtain your own financing through your bank. Now, if your bank won't give you the financing, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not financially ready to make that purchase, because your bank is gonna make sure that you're in the best position possible to make any kind of purchase in which they'll be giving you a loan for. So if your bank says that they can't finance you, maybe it's time to step back and go over your credit report and see what you got going on. Make sure your debt to income ratio is good to go, because that's key, that debt to income ratio. So make sure that that's okay. Make sure you don't have anything negative on your credit report and so forth and so on. And once your bank finances you, then your bank's going to give you a check, and then you have the buying power. That's key to purchasing a vehicle or anything. Having buying power. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna put it up there. Having buying power. Number 3, if you have a car that you're thinking about trading in, don't do it. Don't trade it in. Please don't trade it in. Do me a favor. Create an ad online, put a for sale sign in it, and sell the car yourself, because 10 times out of 10, you will get more money for that vehicle than what the dealership is going to give you. They're going to give you just a little bit so that they can jack the price up, and then they can sell it, and then they can make the money that you should have made by selling it, yourself. So if it may take a month or so for that car to sell, but the car buying process is all about patience. You know what I mean? So make sure, sell the car on your own, get the max dollar for it, and then you can add that to your buying power. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm putting you in control in your next vehicle purchase. So you sell the used car that you have, you get max dollar for it, then you get financing from your bank, which now you don't have to get that much from your bank because of the simple fact that you sold your previous car. Yeah, these Jews are hitting you, right? So that's what you need to do. Sell your car yourself, get that max dollar for it. Number 4, and this is one that I've honed in on and I've stuck by it ever since I got screwed the first 2 times I bought cars. Don't stay in the dealership longer than 30 to 45 minutes waiting on a final price, okay? Because you gotta think now, you're coming in, you've got the buying power, okay? You got the MSRP, there may be some rebates that you qualify for. It doesn't take long for a salesman to figure out how much they can get you this car for, okay? So make sure that they're not like, hey, let me go back and talk to my finance manager. That right there, listen to me say it again. Let me go talk to my finance manager. No, I don't need your finance. You know what I mean? I need a bottom line price, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. You know what I mean? But don't wait hour, 2 hours. You sitting there, they talking about, do you want something to drink? No, I don't want anything to drink. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get me comfortable, and that's what we're not going to do here. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, make sure 30, 45 minutes max on waiting on a final buying price for that vehicle. Number 5, okay, make sure, this is key now, this is key. Make sure you get the OTD price. That's the out the door price, all right? Getting the out the door price is key within that 30 to 45 minutes that I was just previously talking about. Okay, you don't want the MSRP. You don't want what they might think they can give you. You don't want, a price where they include all the rebates and you don't qualify for half of them. Tell them I want an out the door price. You know what I mean? They'll give you a price sheet. Okay, now with that price sheet, some dealerships will try and get you to kind of sign saying that, you're going to move forward with it. Don't sign anything. What you want is a sheet that shows the out-the-door price, the bottom line price. They're gonna sell the car to you for. So just tell them, hey, I need the out-the-door price. All right, guys, this is key. Number 6, do not whatsoever test drive the car until you're ready to make the purchase, okay? Until you're sure about, this is the vehicle that I want. I've got the out the door price that I want. I've got my finance and I got my money. Now I'm ready to test drive the car because so far everything is lined up for me. The number 1 thing they want to get you to do is before you even sit down to talk price, they want to get you behind the wheel of that car, okay? And once they get you behind the wheel of that car, game over, because you're gonna fall in love with that car, okay? So do not test drive the car until you're absolutely sure and you're ready to make that purchase on that car. Tip number 7, okay? Now, once you made it to that point that, hey, I'm gonna test drive this car, when you get in that car, the first thing you wanna do is turn the radio off. Turn the radio off. You're probably like, why do you wanna turn the radio off? Hey, turn the radio off because that's a trick that dealers use if you're purchasing a used car especially, and they don't want you to hear any kind of mechanics going on in the vehicle. So the first thing you do, whether it be new or used, turn the radio off while you're driving the car. So that's the first thing I do. I get in there, turn the radio off, turn the AC off, turn everything off when you first get in there and you get to driving. You know what I mean? Now, while you're driving, you would want to turn things on as the AC, as the heat, to make sure that they work. But while you're riding and listening for the mechanics of the car, you want to make sure everything is off. If the dealer talking, tell them, shut up, be quiet. I'm trying to listen, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you turn everything off that makes noise and you really listen to the car while you're driving it. Tip number 8. Now, if for some reason the financing company from the dealership has some amazing 0% interest rate that you couldn't get with your bank, say your bank offered you 3, but they got 0%. The trick to that is, okay, if you do go with that, make sure within as long as that's 0% throughout the loan, you're good. Don't fall for that 0% APR for the first however many years, okay? Now, if it's something like for the first 2 years, within a year, please refinance that car, okay? Now, if you do have to go through financing with the dealership, okay, if you do choose to do that, which I'm completely against. Now, if you do that, don't fall for the, I have to go and talk to my finance manager. I got to go talk to him again and again and again. Next thing you know, you're in a dealership 5-6 hours, which it doesn't take that long for the deal to go through on the vehicle. So make sure that you don't, as soon as they say, hey, I got to go talk to my finance manager, say, okay, well, give me a call, you know what I mean, once you get everything situated, and I'll come back. And a lot of times that'll speed up the process, and they know you're not going to fall for that. So don't fall for the, I've got to talk to my finance manager. Don't do it. Tip number 9. Okay, when everything is done, you get in the vehicle, you're in the back ready to sign these papers, okay? Make sure that you get gap insurance on your vehicle, okay? Because we know as soon as that vehicle goes off the lot, the value of the car does this. It's a real steep drop in the beginning, and then it kind of levels off or whatnot, you know what I mean? And especially if you're trading like I said, I'm against trading in, but if you feel like you have to trade your car in, make sure you get gap insurance, because, you know, there's a possibility you may have some negative equity on your side. Make sure you get gap insurance if you don't get nothing else. A lot of times now, they'll try to sell you a service warranty, okay? And now that service warranty, a lot of times might be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Now, if you're financed for a certain amount, and just say you have $3,000 left, they would rather sell you a service warranty than to give you gap insurance, okay? So make sure you tell them, before any service warranty, I wanna make sure that I have gap coverage on this vehicle. Tip number 10, which is, it's up there in my top 3. Actually it's top 2. Tip number 10, do not let them sell you a car you did not go there to buy. Okay, I've seen it happen so many times. People, man, I want to go and get me a Nissan Altima. You know what I mean? I love the Altima, blah, blah. And they say, well, we couldn't get your finance for that, but we can get you in this Nissan Sentra. Or we can get you in this base model Nissan Altima. That's not what you came there for, okay? So if you can't get what you want going when you get there, then it's not your time to get that car. Okay, so the best way to do things, and I'm going to summarize it here in a second, but the thing is, make sure that you get the car you went to purchase, not what someone wants to sell you. Okay, this is your car. You're going to be with it for the duration, so make sure it's something you like, you love, and you know you can see yourself in it every day. Don't let them take one amenity away that you want. You get the car that you want. All right, guys, so those were my 10 tips to helping you purchase your next vehicle, to run over a couple, you know what I mean? Make sure you get the car that you went there to buy. Make sure you get gap insurance on it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You know what I'm saying? That's basically, you know, don't fall for the, hey, I got to go talk to my finance manager. Get your own financing through your bank. If you're not able to get it through your bank, it's time to go and reevaluate, you know, your finances, your credit and stuff like that to make sure everything's good, okay? So do not fall for that, okay? Use your own financing. If you got a car, try to sell it first. At all costs, try to sell it, because you'll get more dollar, you know what I mean? Then you can add that to your buying power. And that's the key, buying power. Our word for the video is buying power. I need everybody in the comments to drop buying power down there. Say buying power, because that's key when you go to purchase anything. You know what I mean? You got the power in your hands, you can get the deal that you want. All right, guys, so I want to wish y'all good luck on your next purchases. Hey, it's your main man, Relly Rails. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like icon. Smash that notification bell so you'll be notified about any other videos that I got dropping, which will be on a regular, of course. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said, good luck on your next purchase, and I'll see you next video.